Who everyone is a Drunken Disorderly podcast on tap news recap. Here we go. Look, here's the deal. This one's going to be odd because I don't want to talk about politics today. So you're getting a whole lot of not politics. There's one that's politics, but the rest just not. But remember, we have a sponsor. Have you ever tried CBD or hemp buds? Well, we have a great deal for you. Use discount code DRUNK at northspokanecbd.com and get 15% off your order. NS CBD offers pesticide-free, high-quality, third-party tested cannabis-derived CBD products. You won't get any of that vitamin E lung death shit here. So remember, discount code DRUNK for 15% off at northspokanecbd.com. To the news. And in holy shit, that's terrifying news. We're about to Jurassic Park a 15,000-year-old virus. Multiple previously unknown viruses were discovered in 15,000-year-old ice. Drilling hundreds of meters down into thousands of years of old ice in a remote part of the world, only to discover multiple pathogens unknown to modern science. Back in 2015, an international team of researchers traveled to the Gulia ice cap on the northwestern Tibetan plateau to study ancient viruses. Maybe we should just leave those the fuck alone. I'm just saying. So apparently they brought these back and they're studying these viruses, and Jesus fuck, that just makes me think we're about to have an outbreak. Like, I know everyone's been kind of making that joke about the 20s of every century, or when we get these catastrophic events. But that's looking like what's going to happen. One of these is going to break out of the lab. 1 billion people are going to die, at least. And science is going to be like, that was our bad. Sorry. It's like, hey, thanks, assholes. Could have done without that one. It does say it's difficult to keep these samples pristine and uncontaminated by anything remotely modern. The 2 ice cores studied were collected in 92 and 2015, and neither was contamination free. They're using a sterilized saw in a room set to -5 Celsius, which is 23 for all of us normal folk, in order to shave away layers until they can reach uncontaminated ice. You shouldn't trust beardless Zach, and I apologize. It's good that I'm not using my high-def camera because my face is ate up. There's a reason I had to shave. The winter is not kind to my face. So yeah, we're about to unleash hell on everything. Now, someone did say in the comments, none of these viruses would affect humans or animals. I don't believe you. That's not how viruses work. They evolve. Or so I'm told. I don't fucking know. I just think this is a bad idea. Like, why? Someone needs to ask these fucks why they do things. Like, we saw it in Jurassic Park. The dude's like, you were wondering the whole time whether or not you could, and you should have asked if you should. You know, that's where we're at here. Don't fucking play around with viruses that nobody is going to have a fucking immunity for. I mean, it's bad enough we got all the anti-vaxxers out there being like, I'd rather my kid have tuberculosis and polio than autism. Yeah, I went there. But from Jesus fuck, that's terrifying science news to Jesus fuck, that's amazing science news. It looks like England accidentally cured cancer. A new type of immune cell, which kills most cancers, has been discovered by accident by British scientists. I assume they were just messing around and dumped some tea in a petri dish and figured out that worked somehow. That's how I imagine British accidents going. Anyway, I mean, it does say that it's a T cell. God, I'm so proud of that dad joke. Oh, yes. Researchers at Cardiff University were analyzing blood from a bank in Wales looking for immune cells that could fight bacteria when they found an entirely new type of T cell. The new immune cell carries a never-before-seen receptor, which acts like a grappling hook, latching onto most human cancers while ignoring healthy cells. That's great news. I don't know anyone who has not lost someone to cancer, myself included. Like, it wasn't anyone super close to me, but it was one of my aunts. So, like, legit. Oh, actually, I don't know how I forgot. I'm blocking it out because it hurts, but my uncle died this year from cancer, and it was horrific. So, I'm all for this. I guess I wish it would have happened a few years ago, but bravo. Best accident ever. I hope it leads to something where they can reliably do this, and let's wipe out as many cancers as possible. Yeah. So here's our one politics story, and it's more than politics because this is actually something that's always bugged the shit out of me. Diplomatic immunity. So an American diplomat's wife was driving on the wrong side of the road in England, hit a kid on a motorcycle. He was like 18. So sorry, it's a kid to me. She hit him, and obviously he died because that's what happens when you get hit by a car and you're on a motorcycle. And the UK, wanted to charge her, as one would, for vehicular manslaughter. And America's like, nah, diplomatic immunity, you're not getting her. I'm sorry, diplomatic immunity is for like parking tickets or drunk in public or stupid things that can be easily smoothed over and that normal people really shouldn't be getting ticketed for anyway. Murking somebody because you don't know how to fucking drive is not a good case for diplomatic immunity. She needs to be sent back to the UK to face trial. Period. And of course, Trump weighed in and he said it was a tragic accident. And this is the excuse. It happens in Europe as the roads are opposite. It's tough if you're from the United States. Then don't fucking drive there. You do make that right turn when you are supposed to make God, he can't fucking talk. You do make the right turn when you are supposed to make a left turn. The roads are opposite. She says that is what happened. That happens to a lot of people who don't kill other people when they do it. Look, this is just bullshit to me. And this goes beyond my standard hatred of government. It wouldn't matter if you murdered a kid because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. Own up to it. Go face trial, or forever just be a shitbag murderer. I mean, you're going to be that anyway, I guess, but I guess this is the rich and the powerful get away with literally murder, whereas the rest of us don't. So that's the system we live in, I suppose. Our last story is our good news story of the day. An animal shelter's adoption ad for a sassy cat. She's just a jerk. And look, I did this one as a favor to Aaron. Y'all know I hate cats. Like, I would never hurt an animal. I wouldn't let a cat in my house, though. They're not domesticated. I don't care what you say. So the ad for this cat is Meet Perdita, not for the faint of heart. Likes staring into your soul until you feel as if you may never be cheerful again. The song Cat Scratch Fever, the movie Pet Cemetery, jump scares, and lurking in dark corners. Dislikes the color pink, kittens, dogs, children, the Dixie Chicks, which I can understand, Disney movies, Christmas, and last but not least, hugs. Apparently the cat was instantly adopted after that, so that is someone who understands marketing to millennials. Good job. That is probably the most millennial animal rescue ad I've ever seen, and you are absolutely doing it right. Whoever did this, good on you. But yeah, one, spay or neuter your pets. Two, rescue animals. Don't go to breeders. Most of those, not most, there's a lot of breeders out there that don't treat their animals well. And when you're buying from a store, you are buying the cheapest animals they can get, and those are not coming from good breeders most of the time. So discourage that behavior by adopting from your local humane society. Those little guys need love too, and adopt older dogs if you can. I think my next adoption is going to be. I can't even say that. Every time I go into one of those places, I'm like, I want all the doggos, even the ugly ones and the old ones. Maybe it's just time for me to move out in the country and have a literal animal farm for all the doggos. All right, this has been Raptor. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow is Scott's OK Boomer. That's always a great show. We'll see you then.